Welcome back to the show. You might be catching a show soon at the Paramount Theatre, and if you are, right across the street, there is a brand new Ethan Stowell restaurant that just opened, and it's called Bombo, and it's already getting buzz for their pizzas. So we asked Ethan, hey, can you come on down and show us how to make a pizza?
Thank you for having me on, first of all. And yes, of course, I would be happy to.
People don't realize it's harder than it. I have an outdoor pizza oven.
Yep.
It's not easy making pizza.
Well, I'm going to give everybody some tips and a few tricks on it. It's pretty easy if you have things sized properly. Sized properly
is key.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off with that. And yes, but thank you for mentioning Bombo. Bombo's our new pizza joint downtown.
Yeah.
In the new convention center. I'm going to give you this one.
Okay. I got
it. It's part of the revitalization of downtown. We want to make sure that happens, you know.
So we really would like to see that happen. Downtown, you can see more and more slowly the lights are coming back on, it feels like.
Agreed.
But we really need to make an effort to get back down there and support the businesses, y'all.
Agreed. Thank you. All right. So first off, as when we're cooking pizza at home, this is more of a home tutorial. I see I already cooked these ones off here.
Yeah.
If anybody has, I don't know what kind of oven you have. I've got an uni in my backyard. It works pretty great.
Okay.
It's a smaller size oven. It cooks kind of a Neapolitan style pizza, so meaning it's cooks pretty quick and it's in and out in 3, 4, 5 minutes kind of thing.
So the dough has to be kind of thin.
Dough has to be kind of thin.
Okay, and how is it heated? Is it fire? Is it propane? Mine's propane.
Propane, yeah. Mine too.
Okay, so it gets nice and hot.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so the first thing you have to do when you're making pizza is make sure you have the correct size. So this is an 8.5 ounce ball, double zero flour, about 65% hydration with about 3 days of age on it, right?
Okay.
All that's
I should be taking notes.
I just said that to make it sound like I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing you gotta do is, you have to see these pizza pans. These are called pizza peels.
Okay.
We have one wood one, one metal one. Okay.
All right.
You don't need both, but in the restaurants we have both because you build on the wood one and put it in the oven on the wood one and take it out on the metal one, or else if you work on the wood one the whole way through, it'll burn. But you want to use this one at the beginning because things have less of a tendency to stick to it like they do on metal.
Got it. Okay, so this is my problem. I only have a metal one at home. I don't have a wood one.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then I'm going to make sure your fold side is down, so this is where you pinched it.
Okay.
And bring it up to room temperature for probably about an hour.
All right.
Okay. And then dust it heavily in flour, and then just start pressing down with your fingers.
Okay.
Go for it.
I do it. Okay.
Yeah, you got it. It's a good technique.
Thank you. Why, thank you.
Hey, well, hey,
Must be in the
lot
DNA.
of people. Well, the thing is, a lot of people have a tendency when they do this, they want to start spreading it out.
Oh.
And you're not. You're doing great. Just press down. Don't try to spread out. Yep. And it'll slowly start going out.
It starts to go out by itself.
And in this process, what we're trying to do is aerate the dough a little bit, get some texture to it.
Okay.
Okay, when it goes out, that's a pretty good size. I take it out. A lot of the guys out there or anybody just tosses it, and I don't do that. Okay. I just kind of use my pinchy fingers at the top and let gravity do the work.
Okay.
So as you can see, my fingers are just at the very top, and I'm letting gravity do the work.
I feel like mine's gonna rip.
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
You know, last time I was on here, we had burgers, and we both got covered in burger grease. This time it's going to be covered in flowers.
That's okay. It's all worth it, because I'm already learning more than I ever knew about making pizza, and because none of my pizzas have ever turned out. They get way too bubbly. They get way too crazy.
Well, when I first used my uni, I used too large of a ball of dough, so it didn't fit in there properly. And it's really meant, the uni pizza oven is really meant for, an 8-inch, a 10-inch pizza. Even though the manufacturer says it's a 16-inch pizza space, it's not meant for that.
That's good to know. Okay. It's also really reassuring that the Ethan Stowell also can make mistakes.
Oh, my pizzas were a disaster the first time I did it on the uni.
All right.
Okay, so now we have it. You put it on the back side of your knuckles like this.
Okay.
And just slowly stretch a little bit, and then turn it.
All right. So recommended take off your wedding ring when doing this, because it's definitely snagging the pizza right now. Sorry, pizza.
So you're really just trying to have it get stretched a little bit.
Okay.
And move it around and go slow. I mean, people try to do this really fast.
Because they think the first time out the gate that they're like pizza makers.
Yeah, they think they're straight out of Naples. And the thing about it is just go slow. And you can look up to the light and you see where it's too thick and too thin.
Oh, okay. So like I really got to do some on my edges here.
Yep. Now, this is another thing that I'm not sure if you need to have this at home. Okay. But you see this size of wood board. Yeah. And an 8.5 ounce piece of dough. Well, if you stretch it out to about the right size of the pizza peel.
Okay, so it'll know automatically.
Yeah. So if you get that marriage of the size of dough you use plus the wood board, so it goes all out to the edges, you're gonna be in a good spot.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and that's really good to know, kind of almost like idiot-proof, because you know that if it's too big, it's not going to do it.
Because if it's this big, then I'm not done stretching it yet.
So my biggest problem, too, also, when I'm trying to get it in the oven, is it won't get off my board.
I will show you a secret for that. I'll show you right now. Okay, so first off, you got to have a little bit of the flour on the bottom of the board.
Okay.
Make sure it rolls around.
Okay.
You know, the thing about pizza, when you're building it, you got to do it quick. Because this is moisture adding to this, it's soaking through. If it takes too long to get into the pizza oven, then it's getting moisture, so it's getting stuck to the bottom.
That makes sense.
Now, or you didn't flour your board enough, even though there's a balance, right?
And this is what kind of flour?
This is a combination of semolina and 00.
Okay, copy that. All right.
Yep. So, and then if it gets stuck, you can always do what a lot of people do is they pull up a piece of the pizza and blow air underneath it so it loosens it up.
These tips are, you're welcome, my friends out there, because these are...
Don't do that if you have a cold.
Gross, no.
Okay.
All right, so we've got about a minute left.
Yep, and then we'll do it quick. So, and then we have tomato sauce.
Okay.
This is Bianco tomatoes from Chris Bianco. He's like the...
Big tomato guy.
You know, he's the pizza guy in the country, and he started making tomatoes because he couldn't find any that were really good. So he started buying his tomatoes. It was great. The main thing about tomatoes, for using them, you use them ground, drain off as much liquid as you can because you want to have as much concentrated tomato flavor as possible.
So don't you dare buy marinara sauce. You make it yourself,
my
friends.
All you have to do is take a can of whole peeled tomatoes, drain it, and put it in your food processor. That's it.
Boom, Bob's your uncle. Okay.
And then we got pecorino romano.
Okay.
Because there's not salt on pizza. So the pecorino romano cheese is the salt.
Is the salt.
And then 1 ball of mozzarella per pizza. So go ahead and just start tearing it off.
All right. I love that. I love that. That's fun. All right. And then you just put on whatever kind of toppings you want, meat, basil, whatever.
Yep.
I love. Oh, you got sausage over there. Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, you can do whatever you want. I've got all kinds of stuff here.
I put everything on here.
I just want to have a good display. But for this one, this is our signature pizza down at Bombo. It's called the Bombo. It's got soppressata. It's gonna have fresh basil, some spicy honey that we infuse with chilies. Oh yeah, you gotta try it.
this.
So you put the soppressata on. Everything on pizza, you want to go light. You don't want heavy toppings because it gets soggy. You don't want too many things on there or else it will be a tough, dense, and soggy pizza.
I think we forgot our pizza cutter.
No, I did not.
Oh, I thought we forgot ours. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to try this, and you put a little olive oil on this?
We finish always with a little great extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. Wow, just a little.
That was too much.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll avoid that piece. And then this is a little fresh basil we put on this tear on there.
And there you go.
And then we got to do the hot honey.
Oh, hot honey too?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm ready for it.
There we go.
All right. I'm just going to get some of that. I'm just going to have to tear a piece off. They're pushing me, Ethan. They're saying
I know. I'm
go.
sorry. I'm sorry.
They're saying go, and they're saying
I was trying to give them a pizza class.
I'm saying no. I'm waiting to eat.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Let's see it. Mmm. Magnifico.
All right, good. Thank you.
Oh, you never do anything wrong.
Wait, everybody, make sure you follow the steps for making pizza. Make sure your board's dry. Make sure you spread it out properly. Make sure you do stuff, and make sure you have fun more than anything else.
And we're gonna have all this online in case you didn't take notes. So head to